Ferraris, you have to buy like two junk Ferraris before you can buy a nice one.
So he calls AMEX and he says, I want the black card. I don't have it. And they said, we don't have a black card. He's like, now you do.
You do now. We're going at a higher level with the client. We're not just sort of playing the role of a vendor. We're playing a role of a true partner.
It's a brick system.
Yeah, it's just
These Legos are going to have sensor, sound and lights, and they'll change color and make sound based on movement.
20 billion.
20 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sightbox unbox where we open the door. New podcast dropping.
Welcome to 2026. Here we are. This is the BOXPOD, BOXPOD. I'm Charlie.
I'm Nathan.
And we're the co-founders of Sightbox. And
SIGHT,
not to be confused with the other Sightbox that used to mail contact lenses.
Right, but we do bring things into focus.
Clarity. We bring clarity. So,
okay. So you like what we did there?
Yeah. We should ship boxes.
We should.
To our clients. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have talked about this. Our we had sunglasses for a little while.
You know what we could do when those AR lenses become affordable, right? Because right now I think the Ray-Ban Meta 3, I think they're maybe $300 or $400, but they're not super great yet. But there's all these Chinese versions and these knockoff versions that are supposed to have open source software that are going to probably run around $100 at some point. That's what you do. You preload some stuff on there.
There you go.
Right? And give it to some clients and do like boom, and then you could have all this stuff there. That would be sick. You know, back in the day, we used to preload thumb drives.
Yeah?
Do you remember this? Ever doing that?
What do you mean?
This is back in my mnemonics days. This is at Intel.
Oh, yeah. And then ship them out?
And we would ship, because we were on the marketing team, we would ship these, they were like little mailers that you would open, and then it would have a little branded thumb drive.
Yes.
But it was the micro.
Ooh.
Micro SD inside of a USB casing. So you just plug in the little USB,
tiny little,
kind of little chiclet we have now with the mouse. That big. But then you would load it on your PC or Mac. And then an icon would show up on your desktop.
That's right.
You click it and it would run.
Show a thing. Yeah.
It would run a program.
Yeah.
This is when we would have like an exe file. Remember this?
Yes.
Inside the root folder. Of that thumb drive.
Imagine just like run this application.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Run it. And then we would run it. And so what I used to do is I used to build Flash interface.
Yes.
And then save it as a program that would then run off the exe from the Flash. You would compile the Flash
into its own
applications, put an exe file to run it. And then it would run right off the little thumb drive. And it would be like, what are the different chips that we sell? What's the difference? A little, whatever, marketing crap in there. And then the downloadable sheet, CTA, whatever. And then we would just mail like thousands of them out there.
I think I remember doing something similar with Porsche at one point. We were doing something for the Panamera. And they'd try to do all these like exclusive things, because they wanted to get. There are people who like pre-order Porsches, like a new model or whatever. Like they're like collectors, really. And so,
is it true you have to be invited to buying?
Nah, not a Porsche.
Not a Porsche.
Ferraris.
It's Ferrari.
Yeah,
not Porsche.
Ferraris, you have to buy like two junk Ferraris before you can buy a nice one.
What's considered a junk Ferrari?
No idea.
It's like a low end.
I think they're like, and I think they're like 200,000 or something. So, I don't know. Ferrari's got a weird sort of club thing that you got to be a part of. But Porsches, no. But what they'll do is they will make, they'll number like the first, I don't know, couple hundred of them or whatever. They'll put a little badge inside the engine or on the dashboard. And then they'll give those to like, high profile people. I remember doing a thing for Jerry Seinfeld, because I guess Jerry Seinfeld loves Porsches or something. So we had some plaque thing made up for Jerry Seinfeld.
Do you know the lore behind the Black Card?
No.
And don't quote me on this exact, because anyone can search this on Google or YouTube. But the AMEX Black Card?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the most prestigious card there is.
Right.
And apparently only rich people have them, or celebrities, whatever. Jerry Seinfeld, he claims that he was on set one day and one of the crew members said, "I bet you don't have the AMEX Black Card." And he said, "AMEX Black Card, so what the hell is that, right?" And so he calls Amex and he says, "I want the Black Card. I don't have it." And they said, "We don't have a Black Card." He's like, "Now you do."
You do now.
So they created a Black Card and gave him one.
No. So maybe he's
So
responsible for that.
he claims he created the Black Card for Amex. Isn't that crazy?
That is
For
crazy.
someone, I bet you don't have the Black Card. It's like, the hell I don't.
Yeah, watch it, right? Give me 5 minutes.
Especially in his heyday, right? It was like nobody bigger than that guy.
Yes.
Biggest TV star in the world, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Wild. I don't know how we got into that. How was your break?
It was good.
How was El Paso,
It
Texas?
was good, man. We spent about 2 weeks there. So it was a good
And you said the
amount.
weather was
Dude, it was beautiful.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like SoCal weather.
Yeah, it's funny. We left here and it started raining and it got all cold here.
Yeah, we had nothing but rain here.
Yeah. And over there it was like sunny, dude. We spent like Christmas Eve outside.
That is crazy.
Crazy.
I remember our winters in El Paso always being freaking cold.
Dude, I remember that one year it snowed like crazy. I think it was like, I forget which year that was, like probably early 90s. But I remember going out, dude, it was like 4 feet of snow out in the desert.
Yeah. It gets cold, man.
Yeah.
It's no
It's
joke.
high elevation. So
Yeah.
that's what happens,
Do you remember when we were maybe 5th or 6th grade? Do you remember a hailstorm?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's like burned in my memory is because we were in the portables
Ooh, yeah.
when it hit,
Yes.
and people were like freaking out.
Yeah.
They were like,
Well, and it's just a metal roof.
yeah.
So you heard probably
We were getting
every
pounded.
one of them. Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like golf ball
Yes.
size
Yes.
hail,
Yes.
just pounding. Imagine just like freaking the crap out.
Dude, you've seen my car, right?
Yeah, I've seen the hill. I've seen the hail dents.
I still have hail dents.
Because you're driving the car that your dad drove when you were in
Well, no,
high school, right?
he got it later on.
After you left?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, El Paso gets hail like
Yeah.
all the time. And he's just like, screw it. It's just, he's probably just going to hail again. So he just took it took the insurance check. Yoink. Heck yeah. Why not? Up it. So,
Yeah, if that would have been one of my relatives, he wouldn't have just pocketed the check. He would have went to a homie that owns a shop and said, "You're going to charge me double. Quote me double for this job."
Yes.
And then they both get it.
Yeah. Well, get it back.
Yep. And the car gets fixed.
Yes. Should have done it.
Should have.
Anyway, how's your break?
Ours was just hanging around, doing nothing, and then one ER visit, and 2 sick people
Yeah.
in my house. So, whole lot of nothing. A lot of football. So, shout out to my Denver Broncos, who are the #1 seed now,
Dang.
going into the playoffs. It's been a long time. So, excited about that, but more excited to be back to work, right?
Yeah.
And so we just signed a contract today, and we were talking about this, I think, in the last episode, about how we're going into this stewardship model.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe talk a little bit about high level, what that looks like, and how it's going to look moving forward as we bring on new new clients.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus this, like we were saying, we're going out of the dating phase
Yes.
and we're going into this courtship phase
Mhm.
where we're doing a little bit more collaborative partnerships.
We're gonna put a ring on it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
that's what we're
Yeah.
at.
So just do like the high level of how it's different than how we were doing things.
Yeah. So
Or
what makes the stewardship model work for us is we're going at a higher level with the client. We're not just sort of playing the role of a vendor. We're playing a role of a true partner. So we're aligning with what their go-to-market strategies are, what are their growth plans, and really aligning with that and using brand as a means to get that done. So it's a bit different than I think what we've normally been doing, which is sort of working on a brand level, sort of helping with some of the design and some of the aesthetics. This is a bit more, I think, more again growth focused. So it's quite a different area in some respects, but we're still using similar tools and it's the same sort of models we've been using, but the frameworks work actually much better in this context. And so it's a lot for us to sort of change things up, but I think it's going to be ideal for what we want to do for our clients. And yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
But I'll say this too. I think one of the things that feels sort of natural about it for us is we've sort of, I think we've kind of had this, we've been trying to do this. Let me put it this way. We've been trying to do this for a while. And when I mean a while, I'd probably would say a couple of years at least. But now we sort of have a vocabulary for it, for what we're really trying to achieve. And so I feel like this is finally us really being able to deliver the kind of work that we're looking to do. And we're finding clients that want to do it too. So that's really exciting.
yeah, and let's be transparent about how we got here so quickly.
Yeah.
After years, like you said, we've been trying to do for years.
Yeah.
And we just haven't been able to put it into a framework that made sense for us.
Yeah.
And it was really around working with an agent, right? A GPT, quote unquote.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
To help frame this,
Yes.
learn, and then collaborate with it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So we actually worked on creating a custom GPT to sort of, and we had it kind of go through all these different scenarios, and then we fed that back into it. So it's been a sort of loop. So we're constantly feeding it documents that we create. And I think one of the cool breakthroughs that sort of happened here is we've heard, and we've had plenty of conversations with startups. The idea of growth has always sort of been brought up. And I think, though, for whatever reason, we've always sort of been a little resistant to that term because it always felt sort of
performance-based too.
Performance-based,
yeah.
Right. It was always sort of this term that felt, not what a branding agency should really be focused on, right? It felt too clinical. But as we've sort of been thinking it through and again, sort of a lot, understanding it better, I feel like we kind of had a breakthrough and we said, look, there's actually ways that we can use what we do to help growth that isn't performance-based marketing and isn't all these sort of, it's not SEO, it's not these sort of icky things that we don't want to necessarily be a part of, but it's sort of using what we do in a way that really bridges this gap. So I think that's been a sort of a nice big breakthrough. And yeah, I think we would absolutely credit ChatGPT for helping sort of with a lot of these questions that we've had. So, and we've said this too, it is sort of a superpower, this AI stuff. So highly recommend if anyone's working on stuff, just,
yeah, because I think, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but it does feel a little bit like people are embarrassed to say they're using it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't know, there's some stigma that I think that
Stigma. Yeah.
around just saying ChatGPT.
Mhm.
I think because there's this, I don't know, like a stigma that it's somehow cheating or doing work that you should be doing in a sense. But it really depends how you use it, right? And so
Yep.
what we're not doing is telling it to you do the work for us.
No.
What we're doing is we're teaching it,
Mm-hmm.
right, about the work we do and what goals we want to accomplish. And then in return, it helps you think through. It's like literally like having a strategist on your team,
Yeah.
right? Who you just bounce ideas off of,
Right.
except it does it in seconds
Yes.
and then it writes everything up.
Yes.
So it's, I don't know. It's pretty cool because then you can take chunks of it and say, okay, based on that, take me down this path. And then you can go in different ways. And it's really, like you said, it's a utility, but it's also how you use it. Because sometimes we're staring at stuff and we don't know what to do with half of it, right?
Right.
But it's just too much. So it's really on us to really do that work, right? So, okay, what do we do with this information, which is valuable, right? And then determine what is valuable to us and what might not be.
Right.
And so that's where I think people are maybe afraid to dive in deep using ChatGPT. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
it does feel a little bit, every time I mention that we use ChatGPT for this kind of stuff, I get kind of like, really? Like, oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
They think ChatGPT is just some, answer,
Yeah. It's like
it's
some
like-
little chatbot that you.
yeah, it was modern day Quora, or I don't know what you call it
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
What was the old school one where you could ask anything?
Like.
Wasn't the one with an owl or something like back in the day that
Yeah.
it was like a website where people used to go and just
Yeah.
like find answers to the
Mm-hmm.
most random things. And so this feels a little bit like that, but it's way more.
Yeah. No, and I think like we've been kind of using it. It's like.
And real
having a-
quick, and here's the
Yeah.
dirty secret.
Oh, just have to tell
If
me.
you do find a tool that does whatever, strategists for this, and that, or, this fancy tool that does whatever, chances are they're using the ChatGPT model in
Yeah.
the back end.
Right.
Like most of these tools are, right?
Yeah. They're just
So
front.
you
end.
go, yes. So you go and you download whatever it is, whether it's for video or for image generation or for coding,
Mhm.
whatever the hell it is. What's the dirty little secret? Well, it's not a secret. You go in their little drop down. Okay, I'm going to use ChatGPT. I'm going to use Meta AI. I'm going to use Claude. I'm going to use VO, whatever it is. So you really, all it is a wrapper, a front end to tools that you can be using directly.
Yeah.
And so there's no secret.
No.
You know,
there's no real
I say it's a dirty secret, but it's not. It's like people just don't realize, like they're already using it.
Yeah.
You just
And-
seeing it in a different form.
And I think the key is how you use it. I think for us, like we look at it like it's like having a room full of, really smart people.
Yeah.
I mean, just like having a room full of advisors or, and I can only imagine like, some people having that ability. I mean, if you look at someone like you look at Elon Musk, right? Like, I think he would probably like, there's no way back in the day he was doing like, remember the Boring Company and SpaceX and Tesla and all this crazy stuff that he's like, let me just do this. No, he's got to have a whole team. He's like, hey, look, here's what I want. Here's what I want. Here's what I want. And those people just went off and did the stuff, and like now you can basically do the same thing. You're like, just open a tab, and say, all right, this is this and this is that. And so I think it's, it is fundamentally crazy that we have this power, but I think it is really going to come down to how you use it.
100%.
What do you got going on now?
So I pulled up the CES because it is going on right now.
Yes.
Everything revealed from NVIDIA's debuts to AMD's new chips to Razer's AI oddities. But I thought I pulled it up because I thought you might find this interesting here. Check this out. Lego Smart Bricks marked the company's first CES appearance. Because you're a big Lego guy. In fact, you were doing Lego robotics.
Yeah,
with kids, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm a coach for the Lego robotics.
Yeah. Let's check our site.
Lego League.
That's pretty incredible sound from just a small brick, isn't it? But what's more incredible is this is actually a synthesizer generating sound in response to inputs.
See how he's doing it with turning the brick?
So with responsive generated sound from all sorts of inputs, every model becomes an instrument. So you can imagine engines that rev as you move them, creatures that purr as you pet them, fires that are stoked as you blow onto them. We've put cutting-edge technology, some of it never seen before, into Lego Smart Play to create a platform for physical interactive play, allowing any Lego set to come alive in kids' hands. Lego Smart Play starts with a Lego Smart Brick. It's just a 2x4 Lego brick, except that it's packed with sensors and smarts. There's no screen in sight. There's not even a power button on this thing. But the Lego Smart Brick responds to what kids do, generating reactions to their actions. It becomes an instrument for their play, and it unleashes their imagination.
All connected to bring play to life like never before.
Dude,
That's sick.
that is,
So how does that change your program now?
well, see, that's the
Right?
thing, right? And it's funny because, we're at, if you look at what the Lego thing is now,
Mm-hmm.
the way it's done is it's like 10 years old, maybe 15 years old. And so you're doing coding and stuff, but even the sensors are sort of, they're all right. They're all right. But I keep saying, like, the real goal for this first Lego League is really going to be to build autonomous Lego robots, because otherwise you're just coding in a linear fashion. You're like, take 8 steps this way, go left,
You could play
go
with their
right,
creations
and
let them play back with you.
while that's fine,
Well, that's exactly what we've built.
that's
Wait,
not what you would
really?
do.
Introducing the Lego Smart Play System. No way. A new platform made of endlessly interactive smart bricks, smart tags, and smart minifigures. Hold on, so you can interact with the little guys now? All connected to bring play to life like never before. Play in the next dimension with the Lego Smart Play System. Whoa, was that a burp?
Dang. All right. Yes,
What a great time, huh?
yeah, what a time to be alive.
What a time. It's a brick system.
Yeah, it's just
So these Legos are gonna have sensor sound and lights and they'll change color and make sound based on movement.
look at this. Ooh. Ooh. That's dope. I love that. Because this is honestly, I feel like Legos just, they I don't know where they dropped the ball. You know what it was? They got really excited about Star Wars. That's the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
No shade, but I will say, like, when I was a kid, my parents would get me Lego sets. Why? Because they're like, there you go. That's like 12 toys right there, in a box. Like, go nuts. You'll never
But
run
you
out.
know now
But now, no. Yes,
that's all you get.
that's it. You make it, you're done, right? And so it's just like, and I've got nephews and nieces. And you go to their house and they got a whole shelf full of like assembled Lego things, and that's it. And I'm like, bro, you know what I have at home? I have a bin of just random bits. Like, that's playing Legos.
Yeah, let your imagination go wild, right?
Go nuts.
Build whatever you
Build
want.
something.
Yeah, that's not what it is anymore.
Wow. So I think this is in the right direction.
Because what all they were doing for years is what are more ways to reinvent,
Yeah.
right? What's another thing we can license,
Licensing.
right?
Yes.
Because that's huge.
Yes.
Nintendo and Disney and I mean, I've got a DeLorean over there,
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's cool, but
yeah.
and I know they're making so much money. Like they're making more than they've ever made. Than they were selling Lego City or whatever their own sort of brand things on it. But I wish they had I wish one thing they would have kept a little more alive is, these sets. Remember on the box, it would show you, you turn it around and be like, here's the three other things you could make with this exact. In fact, the manual would even show you, like, go crazy, In fact, I bought my daughter a robot set. They don't even sell it anymore, but you could make this sort of like a Johnny Five, remember?
Ooh.
Short circuit?
Heck yeah.
Like a Johnny Five one. And then you could do like a little conveyor belt thing. There's like a couple of things you could build with it. And so,
I want a Johnny Five in here. Dude. A life-size one.
That'd be sick. Dude, what was it? I was watching something the other day and it was basically just, it was the same thing. What was it?
And it was an old movie?
No, it was like a new one. I was like, dude, that's just straight up short circuit all over
Ripped it off.
I'll think about it. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, and we got to wrap here. In final news, XAI closes a $20 billion Series E round.
Stop. It closed it?
Yep.
What is he raising all that money for, dude? Whew, that's crazy. Well, and then they're also in the news for doing some not so nice rendering. Have you heard about that too?
XAI?
Yes.
No, what is it?
Oh, you haven't heard? Oh, you should.
Maybe I have, but tell us.
Well, apparently you're able to ask it to do some. You could have a picture in there and say, well, just show me this picture, this person without any clothes on.
Whoops.
Yeah. And
That's not supposed to work.
Some of them are a little
Right?
younger than they should have been, and da 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 da.
Oh, man.
And then,
Aren't there guardrails on this?
well, and here's the thing. X basically came out and said, hey, look, or Grok or whatever it is, said basically, look, you shouldn't be asking of these things. And anyone who's doing it can be, like they can lose their account. They can be found liable. And one of the comments was, it's like, you don't get mad at the pencil for writing something bad. You have to go to the person who sort of prompted it. It's not like it's spitting this stuff out
Right.
on its own. Like people are asking for it. So it's going to be interesting to see how those sort of things net out. But
Yeah, because you don't think there's a million creeps out there just waiting to get their hands on.
bro, and there's
Stuff
so
like
many
this.
open source models right now. Like if you're really into weird stuff,
Yeah.
you can kind of,
True.
plenty of
Yeah.
bad places to go. So
Yeah, it's gonna get really weird.
yeah. So but they got kind of, but I think there's people out to kind of sort of get under X's skin a bit, and Elon, and I'm sure they're out to screw with them. So, but dude, $20 billion.
That's
Throw that in our calculator.
the slider doesn't go that far.
No, it's just
All right, let's close out with that. We have this calculator we built. By the way, if you go to gross.sightbox, SIGHTBOX, we're very transparent about our pricing model. .co, sorry. Growth.sightbox.co. And we have this brand-led growth budget calculator. So rather than negotiate with the client,
we educate.
We don't negotiate, we educate. And so basically, if you're XAI and you want us to partner up with you, then you just raised $20 billion.
All right, Elon, let's roll.
Here, let me do a screen share for Zach. Here we go.
Yeah, let's
growth.sightbox.co.
Yeah.
And let's punch in some numbers here. XAI, they would go to venture capital,
Their venture capital.
and they just raised 20 billion, right?
Yes.
We're gonna go in here
Does it even go?
and then add it to. Oh wait, we're gonna go 20. How many zeros is that?
Keep going.
Keep going.
That's
That's
more.
2 million.
No, that's 2 billion. 20 billion.
20 billion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. All right.
So then, according to this, your marketing budget, which would be about 20%, would be about $4 billion.
$4 billion.
Right?
That's your
And-
marketing budget.
Right. And your brand marketing budget is 40% of that. And
1.6 billion.
1.6 billion. Yeah, for brand budget.
No.
And then your agency spend would be about, let's just crank it up. They're XAI. 25%. Let's just crank these all up.
Yeah, right. They can afford it.
So they would be paying us $52 million a month. According to this,
Yes.
right? And all the numbers check out.
Yes. Oh. That's doable. I think we can work with that. Do you think we can work with that, Charlie? We can make that work.
I don't know, man. 52 million, that might be pushing it a little.
Yeah.
So it would be an annual 625 million,
Yeah.
which is a quarter of a quarter.
Yes.
If their marketing budget is a quarter of that,
Yes.
that's $5 billion. So a quarter of a quarter.
Right.
Just
Right. I think we can do it.
52.
I think we
so
could-
about 625 a year.
Yeah. I think we
Annual.
can work with that, Elon. Just give it a
So,
call.
Mr. Musk,
Yes.
give us a call.
Give us a call. Happy to.
If you want to
listen.
throw in a couple of robots and cars
Yep.
or some generous positions in SpaceX before you go,
Yeah,
That'd
some
be great.
options in there. That'd be great.
then we can negotiate that down. You know, we'll bring these sliders down.
Right. We do take equity.
We take equity. So if you want to go 6.2 million a month,
Yeah.
we can make something happen. So give us a call.
Yeah. We will negotiate.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Peace out.
See you guys.
Sightbox, unbox, when we open the door. New podcast dropping like never before. Tapping AI, here we got the cure. Founders for founders, the vision is pure.